Hello everyone, I've clicked on the wrong thing. Oh dear, okay, that was a minor issue, it's fine. Just as minor is my poor punctuality for today's stream. Hello everyone, welcome in, happy Saturday. It's been a while, but we're back in streaming land. Hello to Azzy, hello to Rai, hello to Hyena. Hyena, can I just check, is your stream gonna be happening on your YouTube channel? And what are you gonna be streaming? I feel like I won't be able to be there live, given that it's your evening. But I will catch up on the VOD whenever it happens. By the way, Ahina's gonna give streaming a go, so if you happen to be living in a time zone where it makes sense, feel free to hop over to wherever he says he's gonna be streaming. So, but yes, how is everyone doing? Welcome back to Montai. It has been a few weeks. We are doing a new schedule where I'm kind of pacing myself a bit more, balancing streaming and gaming content with the other things that are happening in my life, which, by the way, updates. There's a big one happening soon, which I'll get to. But in summary, what are we doing today? So, if you've seen the last recorded episode of Montai, which, by the way, for those of you who have commented, I'm sorry, I have not gotten back to you. I will do that after stream. But here we go. So, we started work again on MediaCity, and we started detailing around the buildings that we placed down previously. So, here we go. This is a quick summary. We've done up this kind of walking area. Where's my fries poster? Here it is. So, it's actually still quite bare. I feel like there is more that can be done to it, but it's a good first start. We also created the sunken kind of garden area, which we can fill in at a later date. And then finally, we redid this sort of shopping street that became a shopping mall situation. Again, laying down the like the bones of the area. So the way Montai is being built is that we will just keep iterating until it gets to where we want it to be. So that's where we're at. And today, I wanted to expand upon what we've done so far with MediaCity and actually start working on this area, which is a fancy artsy, what did I call it in the video? Fancy artsy district thingy, which is also going to feature a media college, although I spent the afternoon today actually doing a trial run of what we're going to be building. Maybe this could become a kind of arts university in the city. So we'll get to that at some point. But yes, okay, so let's catch up with chat. Hello to Granny as well, welcome in. Hello, hello. Okay, so everyone's saying hello. We are doing good. I'm pretty frantic because I left kind of the preparations for stream to the last minute. So I spent the afternoon doing like a test run of what I wanted to build, and then I realized, oh no, it's an hour to stream. Got some quick food, and then came back to my computer right as it hits 7 o'clock for me, which is when I usually start stream. So, fun times. It's likely on another channel you opened. Ah, okay, cool. Could you send it to me by or something? Or just like pop it in... oh, I don't have like a channel specifically for... Oh, just pop it wherever you'd like. Wherever the Discord's fine, I'll find it at some point. Okay, but yes, good luck. Hope it goes well. Shall we hope this stream goes well, because I am not really... Like, you know when you have momentum when you stream kind of more frequently? I don't really have that now that my stream schedule is so spread out. So I feel like every time I come back to streaming, it's like a whole reset as to like, what are we doing? How are we streaming? Oh, is the game broken? Oh no, okay, this is zoning. Yeah, my brain's... It's gonna be a chaotic time today. Anyway, so this piece of land is going to be an artsy low-rise area, because as you can see so far with this district, it's all kind of the big buildings and the tall kind of developments that we've done, and I just don't really want to be building an entire district that's like that. Like, it's nice to have some of that, but I feel like the heart and soul of any city is always the kind of like the smaller neighborhoods, the little clusters of random independent shops and standalone buildings, and just having that whole area become kind of like a place where the real soul of the city is, you know. So I wanted that in MediaCity specifically because it is where kind of most of the creative jobs are going to be anyway, so why not have it tied near the media campus, near the university for the arts, which we're going to create, and then it could be like a case of people who graduate from the university here will eventually kind of set up their own shops along here. They can be selling prints, art, tattoos, home decor, random things, candles, and then when they're done being young and hip and they want to be boring, they can move to the actual national broadcaster and then start doing news instead and running a show called Fries. Okay, thanks, Hyena. Thank you. Yeah, so let's do that today. And actually, on top of whatever we're doing with college, artsy area, I also want to kind of try and do an incorporated stream, like a river, through the area. And this is the part that I've not really kind of thought through yet. So this is all gonna be planning, and then we'll see what we can achieve today. But yes, it's lovely to be back actually streaming this game again. Oh, actually, okay, all of this we have not done properly on stream. The sneak peek for next episode, this is gonna be... Oh, wait, no! Wait, sorry. I'm having to wrap my head around this whole scheduled situation because I have to pre-record stuff. No, sorry, next episode's gonna be here. Cubby Cliff is gonna get an expansion and then that's another episode further down. You'll see it when it comes out, basically. Ezzy will be right back. She's probably flipping another car. Can I say, I have been loving watching Ezzy play Forza Horizon 5. If you've not seen it, hang on, let's do... Hopefully I spelled it correctly in the command. I might have done it without the H. Oh no, okay, there we go. Yeah, so feel free to check out Ezzy's channel and the Forza Horizon. In fact, because of her, I have already decided that our next variety stream, which will be in 2 weeks, is going to be Forza Horizon 4. We're going to be playing it on stream. Because I've just been enjoying watching Ezzy play that so much. It's great to see you. It's great to see you again. It's I've not... I don't know, when's the last time we saw you? Thursday? That's way too long. Too many years. Oh dear. Okay. So, planning-wise, what should we start with first? Okay, let me place down the buildings I know that I want to use for the university. So, again, I spent afternoon kind of planning for this, so it's not completely organic, kind of new idea exploration. But we have this... Is it under... I think it's under this. We have this thing, the Modern Art Museum, okay? So this is a building that came with modern architecture, I think. What's SP? That's static ploppables. Well, it came from one of the add-on packs that they introduced. So I want this to become my University of the Arts, right? But I'm actually going to be placing some extra buildings on the sides of it to kind of bring in a different shape. Because as you can see, it's quite boxy. And while I do like the building as it is, I did also want to kind of bring in some interest and a slightly different design. So let's place this down here first. Then on the side, if you watched the recorded episode, there was this building that had a rainbow facade that I thought was quite interesting, but we never ended up using it. This one, the Habitat something, and I think it's a real building. So my thinking, because I want the whole city to eventually feel like it's kind of developed in different phases. So there were some old school parts of the city that was kind of left behind and then some newer developments. And so I'm thinking that this Habitat building could be kind of a leftover old building that they repurposed into something. And I don't remember which way I placed it. Let's go like this first. And then essentially these are the two big buildings for the area, right? And you'll be walking in from MediaCity on this side. There'll be a little courtyard. Oh, actually wait, one more building that I did place down. Let's say that this used to be, I don't know, an old housing estate or something, and then they would have a community center gym. Let's find it. Uh-oh. I don't see... Oh, okay, this thing. No, wait, it's not this thing. Oh, but actually, this one's quite nice too. Hang on, okay. So, let me place that down first. That's not the building I actually used in my test. We're looking for gymnasium, everyone, if you see it. Oh no, there's actually quite a few... Okay, wait, hang on, let me just place down a few of these buildings. See, it's good that actually we did a trial run. Before we started doing... Oh no, there's actually quite a few good buildings I could use. Hang on, we're going to place a few of these. So, because at this rate, the catalog of this game, especially given that I've added so many custom buildings, is getting quite ridiculous. So I've realized that I do actually need to do kind of like trial runs before an actual stream, just so that I've looked through the catalog and like am aware of what exists, you know? Although clearly this is not working given that I cannot find the building I'm looking for. Oh dear. That building looks really cool. You love the colors in the windows. Are we referring to this rainbow one? If it is, yes, I really wanted to make it work. So originally I wanted it to be here, essentially. But it didn't quite work out, so... But it still felt like something that fit in a creative area. So now we're gonna try and... Oh, okay, is it this one? No, this is the one we've already seen. Where has it gone? Okay, while I spend the next 5 hours, I feel like I'm doing an Azzy from yesterday. With your little upgrade... okay, this is the one. With your little upgrading situation. That's gonna be me when we stream Forza. Okay, that's the building I was aiming for. Although, in this little disaster, we actually managed to uncover some other buildings that are quite cool. So, yeah, a cluster of these buildings, essentially, will be part of this old building area. I will create a courtyard garden area that welcomes people into the area. And then from this part onwards, it's all gonna be the sort of small clusters of buildings that are almost like... Let's see. Might be under this. This sort of thing. So this sort of building, like we're gonna do really narrow streets, and there are gonna be all these sorts of shop houses, and we'll eventually detail them up to be kind of a nice little walking area. Because we don't really have that in the city as of now. Most of it's quite large, and then we've got Cubby Cliff, which is the closest to it, but still quite modern. So you can see, like, this whole shape's not quite that kind of old school, where is it? Old school stuff, yes. The other building, the covered area, is amazing. You custom built that. Which one are we referring to? There's a few builds that you see as like teasers for future episodes. So let me know, like left, right, center, bottom. There's a few things that are coming that I had to build. I'm trying to figure out how best to do this because like it's working for me to do the build in advance and then like show it in a future episode thing. But I also realized that if you're kind of following along in terms of the streams and the recorded videos, it's confusing because like some episodes will have a certain thing done, and then when you come back to the stream, it's like, oh, actually, this is not ready yet, that sort of thing. Next to the rainbow windows. Next to the rainbow windows. Next to the rainbow windows. Oh, this thing. This building. This one's a custom, like, sorry, not a custom building. It's a building that came with a pack. But I am going to make a custom design on top of it. So, let me find it. So it's the Modern Art Museum. It came with the Modern Architecture pack. I've lost track of what they're called in terms of City Skylines. Like, is it creator packs? But what we are going to be doing, adding our own spin to the design. Where is it? I literally cannot find anything I need to be finding today. It went so well off stream. Like before I started, I was like, oh yes, this is here, that's there. Where is it? Okay, it's a new building. We're actually gonna run through some of the... Okay, let's just search this way then. There have been a lot of new buildings added in the world of custom content. Okay. And then... It might be... Okay, I don't remember if it was in Chinese or English. Because it's a Japanese building. But we'll find it. Okay, anyway, while I scroll through. It may be better if you focus on an area or project in the video. Something that will be unrelated to what you continue on stream. Yeah, so I thought of that, right? So generally speaking, I'm following that kind of... what's it called? Like that structure. So it's like stream-wise, we do one thing, and then video-wise, we do a different thing. So today is just a different case because I knew that I was going to come back to working on this area. So it's kind of following along with what you would have seen in the video. But why I was wondering this is for one of my next episodes, I want to work on an entire transit corridor that aligns with the red metro line. So it's like this. We can see my mouse, right? This entire stretch is going to be covered by that red line, right? Somewhere along those lines. And so it's kind of one of those situations where I can't avoid things I'm doing on stream because it covers like such a big area. So I'll have to think how to organize that. Speaking of organizing, where is the building? Hang on, let me look on the mod manager thing, and then we'll see what's called. It's quite a recent building, like it's a Japanese building. Oh, is it this thing? Okay. Let me type it. I don't know how to pronounce it, so we're just gonna type this thing. Okay. So, if I place this down first, and then I get the static ploppable version of this. So, we're gonna use... Oh no, not this one. We are gonna use this one. So this building is gonna be used to create an interesting facade for the Modern Art Museum. And then this entire building is gonna become our University of the Arts, essentially. And it's quite cool. Like, it's nice and curvy and things. Streamer blindness is... Riot! I was, like, perfectly fine off stream. Did anyone else see carrots? Where did we see carrots? What carrots? Is it another show that the media campus is producing? Because they've started... Like, it's an independent media. They do their own thing. I'm not paying attention to what they're producing show-wise. Okay, but very quickly, before we officially start our project, take a look at some of these new buildings, everyone. This is new. We've got... Okay, most of them are office buildings, I think. So I'll go through this way. So a lot of them are just random buildings being placed onto the... Okay, a lot of these are the standard ones. Where are the interesting ones? Okay, that's one that's kind of like interesting. Oh, but there are characters on it, so I might not use it. There's that. There's this. And I'm gonna have to remove all of this. There's this. All of these are new custom buildings that people have been uploading. Some of these we have seen before. Look at this one. This is an expo, apparently. A lot of these buildings are real buildings from China. And so whoever's developing these things has just been going crazy with like the number of things that they're doing. And then there have been some smaller buildings as well. I need to find them. Let's see. Like, I know that I have a Starbucks somewhere. Somehow. And then we've got... Oh, have I shown this? We have an IKEA now? Like a proper IKEA. So one of these episodes, I'm going to start building our big box store area. Because now I have an IKEA, we've got a Costco, we've got all of those big buildings. So that is good. We also have... None of these buildings are showing, unfortunately. So I will have to type them manually. You're looking at buildings and suddenly carrots popped up. Oh, it's the... it's the... I think there's one type of industry that shows carrots. Is it Subway? I don't have a Subway. Okay, we've got a... So this is like a brand of Japanese rice bowls that actually exists. Oh no, it doesn't show. Sukiya? Sukiya. Okay, well, 7-Eleven it is. Here we go. 7-Eleven. I know that there is a Family Mart. If I can type it. Family Mart. So we've got all of these things coming in now. Maybe if I look this way, there will be a chance that we can see it. Sukiya. We've got, okay, random buildings. Those aren't as important. We've got like a Chinese-style shopping street. We've got a Walmart. I just realized that I shouldn't be doing it like this because I'm gonna have to delete everything. We'll just reload the game. It's fine. We've got a Wendy's. We've got Whole Foods. We have... What else do we have? But yeah, there's like so many custom buildings coming in now. Still no double-decker buses though. Everyone's doing single-decker buses and trains. Taco Bell. Okay, I can't find that Japanese rice bowl shop because I actually eat that. Like, they have it in Singapore and I do eat it. It's quite good. Oh, is it this? Japan Lawson's. Japan... Not this. We've got a Daiso. We've got... Daiso's like a... what do we call it? Like, everything's a standard price in Daiso, and then they have all sorts of random things like homeware stuff. What else do we have? Ah, here it is! Beef Bowl Restaurant. This is the thing. Yeah, so we've got all of these cool buildings that I'm looking forward to using as we continue to expand in the city. And it's great that now we have all of this, because I feel like I was taking my time with building. Ah, here we go, Starbucks. Korean Starbucks. I was taking my time with building because there just weren't enough buildings, right? And now, I think that's no longer a problem based on everything that we're looking at. I've not even placed everything down, by the way. Oh, and there goes the game. Okay, that was a good timing actually, because I needed to reload it anyway. Okay, let's open Words on Stream, and then we'll have this. Actually, no, not Words on Stream. I did need to show stuff anyway before we started. So let me open up my map while we reload the game. Okay, window capture. Or should we do display capture? Display capture. Here we go. Okay, so today's build, right? We are going to be focusing on an area that is sort of like... where was it? Cementing? It's like a shopping street. Here we go. Walking district. So this is... Oh my gosh, what is this? Do we play it? Hang on, without the sound. Where is this? I didn't really pay too much attention when I was in this area, because generally when I go like on trips and stuff, I don't really care too much for touristy area. Oh my gosh, so many people. Yeah, I don't really care too much about touristy areas, and this honestly is a touristy area. So if I do street view, here we go. Okay, so this is the sort of vibe we are aiming for today, everyone. So this sort of walking street, narrow walking streets, with all of these standalone, not overly tall buildings. We don't have fairy lights, unfortunately, so we can't go to this extent of decorating, but you get the idea. So it's like you walk along here, and oh, where does this go? Just keep walking. This sort of vibe. We don't really have an area like this in Montai right now. So, like, that's kind of why I wanted to build something similar, and then signage wise, I think we can figure it out, but yeah, we might have a case of there's actually not enough signage. And you can see actually technically cars go through it, which, I mean, if you ever come to Singapore, you realize that they don't really do that here. Like, they are pretty strict about the whole car lanes are car lanes, pedestrian lanes are pedestrian lanes. There's no like shared streets, pretty much. Oh, and it just ends like that. Okay. That looks like orange Duolingo bird. Let's go back and see. I don't think it is Duolingo, although you never know. Like, that bird likes to create all sorts of... Was it here? We lost the bird, everyone. Oh my gosh, Pop Mart. So, does everyone know about Labubu? Is it Lalabu? I've forgotten. It's like, I do not care about that trend. But the whole, like, blind box thing. This I think, is where it comes from. Oh dear. Where did that thing go? Oh, and then this area goes towards the rainbow crossing that everyone takes pictures at. And then this is like the metro station. So I have taken this exit before. I came out here. Ha, he says in front of a rainbow. And then we had hot pot here. That's the only reason why we're in this area, but I don't remember which way we walked. Also, it was raining on that day, which was fun. But yeah, so you get the idea. General walking street and incorporating it a bit with the culture and creative parks, which we have done previously. There's a few in Taipei that we can look at. This one, it's a creative park. Let's take a look at this view, whether we can see it properly. Oh, you start from the ground. Okay. Flying. Are you actually a drone? Okay, interesting. Well, we can't really see much, given the quality of it as well. Okay, but yes, old buildings, repurposed. Do we know what this is? This is called Doraemon. It's like a Japanese cartoon, and he has this kangaroo pouch sort of thing that just stores all sorts of random things. And I used to watch this as a kid, actually. They used to dub it in Mandarin, because in Singapore we've got a lot of different channels, and in, like, the Mandarin channel played this cartoon, which was quite cool. This one doesn't look like it's as interesting. Oh, this upside down house was in Kaohsiung as well. I guess they either brought it over or they changed it. Like they copied and pasted. Oh my god, look at these cats. Okay. But yeah, so that's one creative park. Another one is Songshan. Songshan, where are you? Here? Songshan Creative Park? Somewhere? Here. So this is another one. Although this one looks very high-rise. Like, I feel like this building was... let's also check on the game. Okay, it's still loading. This building was definitely not an old building. Because it looks new. So, but yeah, there's like this. And then random sort of these industrial buildings again. And I didn't manage to go to this one when I was there, unfortunately. But what got me inspired to kind of make a lake or like a water kind of feature was this picture when I was looking. Because I just feel like it would be cool to have sort of everything that's going on as like a creative park and things. And then you just have a nature walkway through the area. Like what they have in... Where's Taichung? Here we go. Where did I walk when I was there? I think it's this thing. We've looked at it before. Is it this? No. Okay, this was another part of the walk that we did. Sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings again about like where I stayed. And then it should be this, I think. There we go. This thing. So yeah, like have something like this. Oh, is it this thing? Maybe this is a different one that's like a similar concept. No, it's this thing. Yeah, I was here. So this sort of thing, like a sunken kind of stream. And then above it, you've got all of the shops and things going along. You've got bridges that mean that people can just walk over. And yes, like we've mentioned doing something like this on stream before, and then we never did it. So at least by doing it today, we can finally get the ball rolling on that. You love the upside down house? I am going to find where that other upside down house is, because I remember covering it. Okay, so this is a teaser of another area we are going to be building soon. I've actually recorded an episode of this one, but this is Pier 2. We've talked about it before. This is the dockyard area that was repurposed into art. Okay, where is that upside down house? Oh wait, no, the upside down house is nearer to the train yard. So let's go... Okay. That was a giant container teaser for an upcoming episode. I do attempt to try and build that giant container sculpture thing. Which does not go as well as I expected. Where is it? So, okay, we've got this giant luggage. We've got... See? This is the same thing, right? So either... This was 2017. Either it originally existed in Taipei and they moved it over, or they built the exact same thing in Kaohsiung. And then bananas. They definitely did not bring this over to Taipei. And then what else? Yeah, but there was like all sorts of these things. So I want more of this instead of just the high-rise buildings, which is nice in itself. Oh, and then Love River Bay. What are they displaying now? So in 2023, it was this. Then there was the duck. I don't know what they've been displaying since. Okay, I'm not... This one's like a common character, but I actually don't know where he's from. Line, maybe, which is like a messaging app. Look at that butt. Oh no, okay, apparently this person does not want to look at it. Yeah, but this area is really cool. And then... Unfortunately, I was there when it happened. But there was once where they were promoting Squid Game. And then that giant... You know that, like, child's face that they used for the promotion? I'm very glad that it's not actually showing up as one of the pictures. Even though I'm trying to look for it now. Is it there? I don't see it. What is this? Is that a... Oh, it's a dinosaur. Okay, I thought that was its butt. We have mainly the duck, I think. No one really cared about the Squid Game face, it seems. Oh, what is this? Is this like a permanent sculpture? I did not see it when it was there. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, this thing. This horrible thing. This thing. It was there when I was there. I much rather have a 10 times version of like Rise face, maybe. I can provide the sculpture, but I'd rather have that floating in the water than this face. Ooh, bunny. Okay, let's check on the game. Just a moment. Okay, it seems to be loaded. Take a look as well at all of my saves that we've been doing. Oh, it's getting quite ridiculous. So, when was it? This was like... The way I name my saves is episode number, the part, and then like the sub part. So if I don't actually make enough progress, I do a sub part. And I did like a test of an existing sub part, and then I did 10 different sub parts of that test sub part. So it became 2483ET10C. Is that even the one I'm supposed to opening? No, okay, this is the one that we should be opening. Rice face is not creepy. It might be on Halloween. But yeah, no, the doll's creepy. I can't get into Squid Game, unfortunately. It's not for me. Yes. Anyway, now that we've done the whole like world tour yet again and had the game kind of save itself, what has everyone been up to? What games have we been exploring? What have we been doing? I've been unfortunately hyping myself up to play like Forza Horizon, but also Forza Horizon 6, so that's coming up soon and it's set in Japan. That sounds cool. And then because of this whole kind of getting into Forza again, I looked at Gran Turismo 7 and I kind of really want it as well. Because if you don't really know much about the driving games, like with each game, there are different types of cars that they offer. And usually, most driving racing games focus on the high-end fast cars, which I don't really care as much about, to be honest. Okay, let's redo all of the stuff we do. So what I liked about Gran Turismo 7 is that they have all sorts of regular cars that you can drive as well. And to me, that's more fun than driving like a fast car on a racetrack. Like, I'd rather just drive a random ridiculous car and have fun with that. You really detest the idea of traumatizing children's games. Yes, it is. I did not find the content of the series appealing, and I did not want to put myself through that with Squid Game. Okay, hang on, let me reset this before we continue. Where's that modern art museum? Here we go. So step 1, modern art museum. Step 2, the habitat thingy, which was, I think, here. This one. Okay, don't snap, please. Here we go. Then we had the gymnasium. So we had one of this. There was like a round one. This was the actual building I was aiming for. And then we placed down another one that was like a round roof. This one. Okay, so those are the ones. Have a good night, Granny. I'm sorry that the entire time you were here live was me just trying to reload the game. Oh, and actually, Granny, they're gonna do an update on the game soon, like City Skylines 2, and they are adding an encyclopedia to like explain all the different functions of this game. So hopefully, that's done well. And where were... this one, I think? No, see, so when I eyedropper it, it shows, and then when I actually try and look for the building itself in the menus, it doesn't show. So I need to do the manual way of like placing it down first. So this one, then eyedropper. Right, see, so it shows here for some reason. Nope. Okay, I don't know how it works. This is my problem with a lot of the new custom buildings, is that a lot of them are very hard to find in the game. Like, they don't show up where you would think that they should. Okay, there we go. So that's the building. And then, what's the other buildings they were placing? No, okay, so the rest was just me kind of dawdling about and making a mess out of my game. Right, let's do a stream. And not the stream that you're currently watching, like a water stream. So, if we start here, I want to actually, wait, before we even add the water, right? If I do a sort of thing like this. So we're gonna just kind of roughly gauge where the stream should be. So I'm thinking it goes a bit like this, through this area. Maybe not here, maybe not this direction. This way. So eventually this area is gonna be a residential area next to the fancy arts area. So it would be nice to have a sort of a little stream. Goes through there, leads into this area, and there could be like a lake here. And that would be near the nature reserve, but not quite. Oh, actually, not planned this that well, I think. In terms of where this is going. Okay, we'll go with that first. Because my other option was to go this way. And then lead into this area because it's like a little... Oh, I guess that works too. That sort of thing, like a little stream. Let's see. I think I'm preferring this side. So we'll leave what we have dug out just in case I want to go in that direction, but we'll go with here first. And how far down are you? Not too bad. Okay. Then we do a slight widening of the area. Just so that we can introduce a bit of water, if you will. Okay. So, will the water flow? The physics in this game's a bit weird at times. Okay, how's it gonna flow if we do this? It's very deep, actually. Also, I need to remove, like, all of the trees. Remove the trees, please. Oh my gosh, do I really have to, like, click on this all at the same time? Radius delete. Okay, we are going to delete just trees for the time being. Thank you. How are you choosing where the water goes? Is it just based off vibes? Yes. There is no rhyme or reason as to where the water was drawn. It was just like, oh, that looks like it makes sense. Let's go that way. I'm sure in real life, there are kind of considerations as to where water would naturally flow. For me, I was keeping in mind how if I routed the water this way, right, it cuts into this neighborhood a lot, and so areas that I could have built houses in then become kind of useless. Whereas on this side, I already knew sort of like there wasn't gonna be much here. So that's kind of what made me gravitate towards wiggling it around here, I guess. I did think about the whole kind of me not building in grids thing, because I know you asked me about this before on stream, and then on one of the future episodes, I do end up building an area that is grid-based, and it made me realize how usually I don't do that. So that was an interesting kind of self-reflection on the city layouts that we do. Okay, so now that that is all good, that looks like it's gonna be really cumbersome to... Okay, so this is one thing about the game since the new updates and stuff. Every so often, it does that really long stutter. So just brace yourselves for that while we work on this. Okay, let me just see what this looks like before I... Like, we won't... Today's not going to be spent building up this waterfront, like this kind of stream. I just want to see that it makes sense to come back to. Okay, so it doesn't affect the water there. I think we should be okay. And then on top, you can do another kind of like this sort of thing. Right? Does that work? I think that's good. Okay, we're good. We'll work with that. So the stream will go through there. And on top, there will be kind of bridges and stuff that bridge the gap between the two. Oh, and actually, since now we have that as a guide, right, I can bring these closer together. So in some areas, the terrain will be more spread out, but in areas like here where you probably want a crossing, we'll have to adjust that. Okay, so stream-wise, we have that. Now, the one angle that I need to work with, right, that will guide the rest of this neighborhood is actually where this staircase points. So if we take a look at the Modern Art Museum properly, it is a very cool building. It has like this kind of little central atrium area that is also sheltered. It's got all of these kind of staircases, sunken areas, really cool. Quite angular as well in terms of the interior. So I want to go along with that and help that, use that to help shape the overall direction of the neighborhood. So we see how there's like this kind of line of sight coming out from the staircase. I want to use that as the guide. So let me get our net lanes. We'll use this for now. Okay, so that becomes our guide for the direction of the roads and stuff. So if I move all of you aside for now, please. This building, I feel like we can get away with it not following the angles because we're gonna go with the story of it's an old building. But the rest of the district, I want it to follow that angle. So when I place down my roads and stuff, like this, so we're gonna have this coming in from here, right? We are going to have it so that it follows this line. Yes, okay. Then same thing for this existing road, we are going to adjust it so that it also follows this line. So oh, maybe I don't have to actually adjust. Maybe it was that. Maybe it actually already was the correct angle. Because it looks like it's correct. Oh no, it's actually slightly off. Oh. Oh, you know, wait. No, I've done a doof. Wait, I did not make sure that the building was the angle I wanted it to be before we started. Hang on. It's a bit off. Can I get it to just align with this road then? So that I don't have to kind of redo any of that. You make that look easy, but you know if you did it, it would take me more than 20 minutes. And it will involve a rant on a call, but it's okay. That's perfectly understandable, I feel. Oh, it's not. Hang on, okay. This game's not, it's not the simplest. I will completely agree with that. Like, unless you somehow find this enjoyable to put yourself through in terms of being the actual person who does the building of it, it won't be a fun time. Let's say. Oh my gosh, I've been looking at a few different discords in the world of City Skylines, and I watched this person build a stadium in Kaohsiung. Let me find it. Let me see if I can find the video. So it would actually be relevant for us because we are building stuff inspired by it, right? But I looked at how they built their stadium. I was just like, I do not know who would be willing to put themselves through this sort of thing. Okay, let me wait for the video to load and stuff. We'll wait for the ads. I won't put you through that. Okay, here we go. So this is the video. It's by RU channel, and this entire structure was placed by hand, one by one, like the entire thing. There was no pre-built structure. It looks amazing, but now I'm gonna show you what they did. Where was it? Okay, so some examples. So they had to like measure stuff. So first, right away, I wouldn't know how to do any of this. So like they built like a grid oval, and then they kind of did all of this. So this is for measuring, right? And then you've seen me do some of this before, But take a look at the extent to which that this person's customizing the structure. So this is just one facade of the entire stadium, right? So they kept going. They look at this. This is already a bit where I would have given up by now. I actually don't even know what this is like supposed to represent. So okay, then the stadium seating, and then that's just one. Somehow they managed to repeat it like I don't know how many times. I don't even think there's a copy and paste tool in this game. Or at least one that's not still working. So then okay, this is the one that was ridiculous. So you saw that kind of crisscross pattern, right? That formed the stadium. So he used logs to make it and started by placing down a lot of them multiple times, right? So that's it being set up. Then rotated it. So we've seen me do this before as well, but like to the extent that this is being done is ridiculous. So all of that, and then the crisscross, and it's not just one layer, it's a few. So can you imagine the amount of time this must have taken, and what you would have done if you got it wrong? I would not dare to even try doing this, honestly. Oh, and I guess he figured out that you could do it without like doing all of that. Like, what's happening here? I don't even understand what's happening. Okay, but yeah, so it keeps going, and then all of the structures get built in this way. And what? It took 50 minutes in a time lapse to finish the entire thing. So again, recap, that's what got built in the end. Using that method. Oh, he's building the kind of entrance thing. Okay. Yeah, look at the roof as well. That's all solar panels. Do we have a bit where they show the roof? Roof, main structure. Okay. There a bit where you show the roof. I know I saw the roof at some point when I was looking through this video. I don't see it, but yeah, the gist of it is, like, that's the sort of caliber that I would love to build that, but I can't. So, oh dear me. Yeah, but imagine having the patience and it almost feels a bit like, you know, those Minecraft builders, which I can't build to that extent. But yeah, Minecraft builders who do those huge builds and somehow are able to follow through. Like, I did one town square build that was just an empty square and gave up after a while. Like, when's the last time I've touched Minecraft since, you know? Oh dear. But I guess, yeah, as long as someone, if you enjoy, like, certain ways of building, then this works. I feel like I would struggle. So, the extent of which I play City Skylines is where I'm comfortable, essentially. I'm orange coded. Yeah, pretty much, I feel. Okay. Anyway, back to our lowly standards here, where we just place roads. Okay, this bit I do need to adjust and go in this direction. Ooh, let's actually go this way. Okay, I do need to gauge it a bit because we are in a slightly complicated area because we are going on a bridge past the river and then underneath a road. So I just need to make sure that everything works in this sense. We should be okay though, I think. I actually wonder if the secret is to just do a million little builds. I feel like it makes sense, but I would get overwhelmed in both senses. Like, doing it as a mega build overwhelms me, but also knowing that I have a list of 10,000 different things to do also overwhelm me. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just not built for follow through, you know? The world's not meant for orange coding, essentially. Okay. Just gauging before we continue. I think we should be okay. So straight. This doesn't look like what I prepared earlier. Oh, I think... Okay, wait, no. It's because this thing was a lot further forward. So I had a bit of a courtyard here that we were working with. And then the front here. Okay. I think once I place down these extra, like, facades, I'll have a better sense of where it was relative to what I was testing earlier. So maybe we do that first. So again, just to recap, this is a real building from Japan. Oh, no. I know why this is not working. Hang on, I've done it wrong. I used this side of the building with my tests. That explains. I was like, why doesn't it look right? Oh, this is... Wait, we've messed it up completely. Because now, this angle... Hang on. We need to redo everything we just did. The angle was wrong. Once again, streamer... There needs to be another name for this. This isn't streamer blindness anymore. This is just full-on streamer... like, brain not functioning isms. That happens the moment you click go live. Okay, we'll fix all of the roads in a while. Let me just do my facade first. We just need to join up with the color that finishes things that come. So which color is that? Which color is Azzy, Kalina, and their boss? Maybe that's where I'm going wrong in life. I'm just not playing Dinkum enough. Okay, but we're gonna place this. So that's gonna be 1. Let me place down a few. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this building to create a new facade for ourselves. Let me actually do it this way. Make sure that we're aligned. Then I'll continue. This way. So... like this. Then I will copy this. Paste. And this is our facade being done, essentially. So rather than it just being a full-on square, there's a bit of waviness. Like this. I hope it fits 6. Maybe it's a bit off. Okay, my test actually had it directly connected to the side. So if I don't like that, I will adjust it. Okay, let's have it go all the way. You can't remember? You did a quick Google and then found nothing. When I looked up the whole kind of color coding in workplaces thing, they gave me red, yellow, blue, and green. Like, there was no orange. So I'm wondering whether that trainer that you got to experience maybe was just not the standard thing. And maybe orange coding isn't a thing. Okay, there we go. So, facade 1 done. We get a sense of that, right? I'm going to repeat this now on the other side. And that will create our little wavy effect of the building. Let's do here. So you see, that will be the new kind of stature of the building, if you will. And then repeat this 5 more times, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meanwhile, the rest of the city continues functioning as it is. They're just watching this kind of happen in real time. Don't mind the construction, everyone. We're just creating new opportunities for you with a University of the Arts. I went to the open house of the University of the Arts for Singapore a few weeks ago, which is quite interesting. Like, leaving options open in life, essentially. Because they had a course that I was looking at that, like, I wouldn't actively go back to study unless it was for a course that I actually really wanted to study. And it looked like, for once, I saw something that was like, okay, actually, I would consider, but they only have it as a full-time program, and I just can't see myself committing 3 years completely to just study again. So I was a bit hesitant. It's the Hello Hello Studios. It causes waves at everyone. The Hello Hello University. Maybe that's what the architecture represents. The waving represents the open-minded nature of further education, which is the City University of the Arts, on the subject of it being called City. Where is it? So I've got these sculptures, just because I haven't figured out the mod that lets you write stuff on buildings. We have this sculpture that says City, so I'm just going to use that as the logo for this university. So let's place it on both sides of this building. Oh, this facade's bigger actually. There we go. There. So this is the City University of the Arts, essentially. Let me save before we have another crash out. Montai City 25-1. Wow, we actually finally move on from I don't know how many thousand parts from the last time. Okay, and then this is gonna be the City University of the Arts, right? So that is our structure. Let me just check. I feel like generally speaking we are... Oh, okay, we're not completely aligned. Hang on. Buildings. This is like that, I believe. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what we're aligning to, actually. It will be aligned to one of the axes, and then we will commit to it, essentially. Oh, I'm gonna have to move my logos again, because I just moved the entire... Okay, wait, hang on. Should have done this afterwards. We're fine, we're fine. City University. Yeah, but I've been seeing that there is a mod that lets you kind of type stuff and actually have proper images and text and things, which we're supposed to get to. I just can't at the moment. Too many things to figure out and learn. Okay, so now that this orientation is the correct one, now we place this pedestrian street. And it goes this way. Essentially. That looks more like it. Okay. Would we say that that's aligned? I hope it is. Hang on, wait. I did the other way earlier, right? I did this one. The net lane. So let's place that again this way. Because the net lane, the good thing is, it's not technically a road, but it has these sort of measurements that let you snap to, if you will, when you actually place the road. So once you place this, then when I place this pedestrian street, it actually lets me follow it, which is better. And even if you don't follow it exactly, at least you have that visual indicator of knowing whether it's aligned right. So that's close enough, so we'll go with that. Okay, based on that then, this turn... do I like that turn? Okay. Let's redo this area. Up to about here, let's say. Wrong, hang on. There, okay, and then from this part it turns. Oh, but... Hang on, wait. The angles are so close that you can't tell, honestly. So just a tiny curve. Oh, that's it, okay. How underwhelming in the end. In the end, the curve's just like that. Oh, hang on. Okay. Like this. Bridge over. Like this. Okay. So the road actually is going that way. Interesting. Oh. Stuttering, stuttering. There. So it goes this way. And eventually, it'll find its way around. So that's good for now. Let me remove this so that it doesn't confuse us. Okay. It's actually a bit off. The fact that it's breaking the grid means it's wrong, actually. But who cares? It's fine. At this point, At least we have something, you know? Okay, and then these buildings can come into play again. So, maybe we can have it aligned. So let's say that this old building went this way. We have this sort of structure, and then we could say that it's like a repurposed sports hall or something. But we also have this theater, which I guess we can also connect that way, maybe. And I think this one we can't do much with, so let's get rid of this. And trendy, hip, cool area. So let's have a skate park, if we can find it. I think it's under sports parks, maybe? Here we go. Okay. So this thing will be somewhere in this area. Hopefully in a way that doesn't kind of, I don't know, make too much disruption. Okay, how do we feel about... Oh, another stutter really game? Okay, now, if you look at this layout, right, one of the things I was trying to achieve with this curve was that I wanted a double stack area on this side. So I'm supposed to continue this road here, and then have this Castle Hill Street above it directly. It seems like at the moment it's a bit off. Let's see. So like this, essentially. And then on top of it, how are we gonna do this? Let's see. Okay. This 3-lane thingy shall be above this structure. That does not look like it's 10 meters. 20 meters, I guess. That's fine. Okay. How do we make sure that it's parallel? Because there is a parallel tool in this game, but it's not meant for this kind of use case. Let's hope this is aligned, and then we keep going. I hope that's... I can tell that this little bit's wrong. Like, that curve's wrong. Can I... So here... How do we do this? It's... Oh no. Okay, and there's even like height change as well. Maybe we don't double stack. Maybe it's not meant to be. How can you tell? The the curve of it was suddenly very sharp. So like, do you see a slight bump here where my cursor is? It was sort of like that when I, like, on the other side, and that's what made me want to like delete it. Okay, I think that's fine. And then we... Oh, there is the... You know how sometimes when we were building the bumpy road situation, I said that there is this node thing that existed in the old city skylines? Apparently, someone is currently developing a version of that mod for this game, like the City Skylines 2 equivalent of it. And so I'm excited for that to come out because it means I will no longer have to deal with roads like this, which are completely messed up. Okay, that should be good. I think that aligns in a way that will work. Then underneath, I can connect this up and let it go this way. It will be fine. And then that leads into the next neighborhood. So that's good. Hooray! It works! Life's good. Like that. Okay, and eventually we'll have to do this area up, which I haven't decided yet what we're going to be doing. So that's fine. Ooh, this is a slightly complicated area actually, because this should be a bridge. Like that. Oh, that's very weird. Okay, we'll work with it for now. Oh no, and here as well. Why is this the way it is? Let's do a key all the way. Okay, that looks about right. It is the wrong elevation though, now that I look at it. So that side's much higher. We are mostly there, I think. It's not completely flat. Like there's a dip here. I think it should be functional enough. To test that, I am going to get a temporary road here, please. We're gonna get our ferry bus to detour this way. Please, thank you. Ferry feeder, use these new roads. Right, so can we have ferry feeders, calling ferry feeders? Okay, we've got one. Oh, by the way, there's been an update to that first-person camera mod. Let me save before you show it. That shows you the actual stops en route. En route. So if I go here, take a look at that. It shows you where we are. So we're currently at 224 Meadow Street, next to our new... Oh, I can't... Wait, it's this one. There we go. Next to our new University of the Arts City thing. And let's just make sure that it goes the right way. Come on, bus. Bus is bussing. The game music is working today, right? I actually forgot to check. Because we had issues last round. I think I fixed it, but I never checked. So I'm sorry if all you've been hearing today is my voice. Okay, sun's very bright, but we are going through this new area and then you'll turn left. So the double stack should be okay. Oh, road's not actually fully flat. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we've got trees on the road as well. The rest of it's okay. It is? Okay, lovely. I think you should be okay. Where are you? Where's that bus? Yeah. Okay, so it's reached it. What happened here? I do. There, I hope that fixes it. And then we radius delete trees again. All of you, please. Clear the roads, clear the roads. There. Oh, we've got actual cars using this area. Thank you. Oh, also actually, we've got new cars. So this is one of them. This Mazda 2. Which I believe some people might be familiar with. This is the newer version though. We also have... What else do we have? We have a box car. If I can find it. Let's see if we spot any. It's probably roaming about. So we've got a box car. We've got like a Honda SUV or something. And then we've got a Toyota Prius. Whatever it's called. Maybe it's along the highway. Let's look for it. We're not continuing until we find it, unfortunately. I know we've disrupted our building process many times today. But where's the fun in... Where's the fun in not having cars? That's the question. Where are the cars? Are you... Oh, you're the one, yes. So this is the box car. It's a Mitsubishi something something. Very aggressive face, is what I will say. But lovely. And then Well, there are other cars. We'll as we see them, I'll mention them. So that's 2 of them so far. Oh, my bus stop's gone a bit weird. Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Okay, so road-wise we're fine. And then pedestrian-wise, I actually want to connect this. Oh. With a bridge, hopefully? Oh, it's like a different width. Why? Okay, well, it'll just be a normal bridge then. That's fine. We wanted to be fancy, but it didn't want us to. So there we go. And then there's supposed to be a metro station here. Have I built it? No, okay, so it just tunnels at the moment. I will have to assess this. Is Azzy driving? Azzy, what has been your favorite car of the ones you've tried so far on Forza? Because you've been driving so many different cars. What's this? Oh, that's like parking stuff. You've been driving so many things. Okay, so there will be a metro stop here. So subway. Basic subway entrance. Do we have any of these things? There's been new station designs as well. Like this thing is quite cool. And we've got some of these standard designs as well. What's this? Terminal subway yard. Oh, okay. Is it possible to use the sides of the... Oh, actually, maybe. Hang on. Bridge. Although, I don't know if they have it as a one side. Usually they'd be... Oh... They'd be 2. Oh, or what if I, like, layer them? So there could be a bridge. Pedestrian bridge? Any of you? If I layer you... Oh no, it doesn't let me layer, unfortunately. Because I was just gonna draw it on top of that. And then just kind of leave it as is. Bridge props. I think because all of the bridges are tied to the actual drawing of it, I don't think I can just place it down, unfortunately. Props. Yeah, unfortunately, the bridge is tied to me having to actually draw one. So unless I put stuff like this, which works as well, it's a bit huge though. Is there a smaller version of this? That's 5. We could work with some of these actually. Hang on. So, 3 lanes suspended. I mean, it'll make it weird because like you can't really cycle in the middle of that now. Was that the lowest it goes? No, the game just stuttered. Okay. Like that. I need to replace that. I'm not happy with it. But the concept's there. You love the Ford Hooligan and the Subaru? Oh, so the ones on yesterday's stream? I have a vehicle that I've prepared for when I do my stream. And if you ever come across it in your game, I hope you enjoy it. I can't reveal what it is yet, but yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, but can I just like moment of silence for the price of the upcoming game, like the Forza Horizon 6? Because I was looking at it and it's what, the base one is $90 or something. And then there's a version that goes all the way up to $160. Which is quite something. Why does it have 2 entrances? Two this way and that way. Okay. We will have... Oh, that's extra platforms. Okay. We'll rotate this then. This way. Oh, so the tunnel's actually that way. See, this is the problem when you try and do a like subway station using the existing designs, is that you're stuck with the tunnels, angles and stuff. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to use our station modules again. The new one's gonna be a game you play in 5 years' time. Oh, it's terrible. If only games were cheap. Or at least not cheap, but like more affordable. Who has played that new Nintendo Poke something? Pokepopia? Pokopia? Whatever it's called. I don't have a Switch or a Switch 2. I feel like if I were to buy any console right now, like as of this present moment, it would be not Gran Turismo. It would be a PlayStation 5 so that I can play Gran Turismo 7. Because unfortunately that game does not exist on a computer. Like you have to get a PlayStation for it. I see what you're doing, Sony. Well done. But yeah, I would want to play that game, I feel. Should try requesting a key as... Oh, actually, yes, you should, Azzy. I feel like your playthroughs bring a certain relaxed chaos that I think is valuable to the community. Oh, I don't know what's gonna be in this area other than the metro station. Like, will we fit roads here? Will it be a park? What will this be? Okay, I need to think about where the metro station is gonna fit relative to that. But let us continue for the time being with this area. So we've got the pier area. And so we've used this before, right? With... Oh, do you actually turn into staircases? No, you don't. Okay, I thought we had like a moment where we had a miracle with this game. Oh, perfect. Getting an achievement for this apparently. And actually, we've got those staircase assets. I want to try and use them. If I can spell. Here you go. A triple E with your key. You never know. What's this? IKEA exit stairs. Okay. Stair. Steps? Why is this search thing not showing the things that it needs to be showing? Spiral. Ooh. Do we spiral? Is spiraling in life just not enough? Concrete rail. Okay. We're gonna try doing this. Do you connect well? Oh, you actually do? Oh, okay. We could do this. How do how do I connect these two things? Hang on. All the way up. Turn here. Oh, and now you're stuck to this. Okay, wait, hang on, wrong. Let me move you away first. Oh my gosh, this... Complications! Too much going on in this game. How do people do this? Okay, but I will say, this new stairs pack looks a lot nicer than the previous ones. I quite like this one. Guardrail flipped, guardrail sloped. How many variations? Okay, so it's just that. How do we do a version that doesn't have the... Maybe they just don't want us to have corners. That's what I'm assuming here. So like this, and then you need a landing apparently. This is not gonna be functional. Oh no, it's not like the right size. This one? Here. Oh no, okay, it's the right size. Oh, lovely. Which one's low? I can't tell. It's the same thing. Okay. Then the railings. Concrete railing. Here we go. Place that. Oh, this is quite cool. Hats off to this person. The one that made this staircase back. Okay, and then slope. So that would be this side. I'm going to place you slightly above what it needs to be first. Then I'll use move it to adjust. Ah, okay, I'm seeing it. But I don't think this is functional. Because one of our previous staircase thingies had like the built-in like paving. This one probably doesn't have it. So it's not ideal either. Okay, and then on top we shall have the wide pavement path with a key. With a key. Or not key, hang on. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? There's so much happening. And it's bumpy again. Okay, that should be at least something. The fact that there's no rails is a concern. Can we do this? I feel like it's too finicky to do this. We'll have to place custom rails. Let's do fences like this. Oh, we could do hedges. Just in keeping with the whole look of this area, I guess. Ta-da, it's bumpy because of the terrain. Or not, apparently the fence goes wonky too. Oh, that's not fun. Why does this game do this? We just want flat hedges. Why is it being all like... Oh my gosh, okay. Right, so that is a start, and then we get a pillar for the bottom of the staircase thing, please. Just so that it stays upright. It's bumpy because of the bumps. Thank you for that input. That valuable insight. I now better understand the building process of this game. Pillar. Extra, what's the... Oh, that's not the size we're aiming for. Pillar median, pillar how... Okay, no. Host? Pillar 2. Are any of you... Okay, you are a usable... Oh, you've lost your rails. Where have your rails go? Oh my. Okay, hang on. Why is it doing that? Is there a version of that that doesn't do that? Vertical... Okay, we're gonna use this and just hope that it doesn't mess up the terrain. What is happening? This thing. Okay. Nope, we can still see it. There. That will do for now. Where did the railings of this thing go? You're supposed to have railings. Are you okay? There we go. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to like place more of that. Right. So that's an access point to the like lower down area, I guess. That looks terrible at the moment. So there can be a bit of a... Let me just assess where entry points can go here. There can be a little alley that goes here. And this is maybe where we can start to plan out some of the buildings and stuff. So, smaller buildings. Actually, hang on, save. Smaller buildings are a bit more tedious to place down in... like, to fill the space. Oh, these are cool. Office low. Oh, okay. They're a bit more tedious to fill spaces with because, as you can see, they... Well, I mean, just the general idea of it being smaller buildings mean that you need a lot more of them before you can actually fill out a space. I want to actually try and place down some of these functional ones this time. So let's try... oops. Try and filter it out. So we're aiming for Japan. And I've tried this before. I could not find the building. See? So it's not showing. We are sitting here until we find it. Not that one. Not this one. Although actually, okay, hang on. Oh, we found it. But I was gonna say, those technically could be used. Are they the same height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What are you? You are a different building. So you are based on... Oh, wrong. Oh, but you've got parking. Okay, that's not good. I don't... I don't actually want the parking. At least not on all of it. Some of it, fine. Okay, so that's going to be one functioning building. We will remove the parking at some point, I think. Right, then we will do... Oop. Some of these hall ones. Oh, actually, wait, no, we should like mix it up a bit. So, like this. And... Ooh, actually, wait, okay, wait. Pivot, pivot. Move... these ones to the actual pedestrianized area. Like this area. Because I feel like these facades with the neon lights and things work better in the area where people would walk anyway. So that area with the roads could be... the less presentable buildings, if you will. Or even the larger buildings. That would make sense. Your citizens ever demand stuff from you or they ever trust the process? I think they do. I've just kind of like completely muted the chirp. So let's see. We've got lots of volunteers maintaining our parks first. We have got a new gas station. We've got good healthcare apparently. You love all the sunlight. We've got amazing internet. Okay, so apparently they are quite happy. Oh, so many open jobs, so few workers. We've got not enough workers. We've got... Oh, the city is incredibly noisy. Many more volunteers. Does anyone else just praise the sun? I don't... Hang on. We need to look at the actual... See, so car accident. Oh. So, you know how we've never witnessed the cars going out of control? Let me save again. Someone has made a mod for this game that lets you just start accidents. So, accident tool. Apparently, this is how accidents happen in the game if you actually see them. Ready, everyone? We're gonna do this one. There we go. That's what causes an accident, apparently. They just spin out of control. And so, when it's an individual car, they recover quite well. When it's here... Oh, sorry, stuttering at a bad time. Okay. Oh, we need like a car to actually move. So, okay. Spin. Hit the car. Oh my god, okay, that one didn't hit the car. Hang on. We need like something that's actively moving and then going to cause chaos. Can I? Yes, there we go. So if it starts hitting other things, then that's actually what causes the accident where the vehicles need to post van. Stop it. Stop. Just cause more accidents. It's fine. Okay. Oh no, we've got a... Oh, someone's flown. Oh no. Are you okay? Hang on. Oh no. He's fine. We've got amazing healthcare. That's what the citizens say. Yeah, so this kind of situation. Are you okay? Rhonda? Oh, you're a tourist? Oh, Rhonda's gone. Where's Rhonda? Rhonda's gone into it. Okay, you've flown out of the country apparently. Yeah, so only if they crash into the other cars do they need to actually come and recover the situation. Because otherwise, they kind of fix themselves. So, that's what I've learned from this mod, basically. Can we have more... One or two more, maybe? Okay, happy car, go crazy. You didn't even hit anyone. Okay, there's more coming, Oh, I should have loaded my other... Okay, fly. No, you've not hit anyone again. Fly, postman. Anyone? Okay, no, stop hitting the pedestrians though. We're not aiming for that. Okay, hit the bus. Oh, we've got an Azzy. Azzy's here. And it's doing something to the bus. Azzy shall be. There we go. Welcome to the city. Yeah, so we've actually caused an issue with our public transport as well. So I'm sorry to whoever needs to take the bus. There will be delays. Where is the road maintenance vehicle? Oh, you're really far away. Okay, this might take some time. Where are you? In fact, you're leaving the city. There's no way you're coming back. You're not gonna reverse like that, are you? No, okay. Yeah, this accident's gonna take some time to recover from, I think. Even this one. But they're quite smart, actually. If you watch the cars, they know when to reroute and, like, seek a different way of getting to their destination. Which, I was surprised that they actually had such a physics. Oh no, another one's gone out of control. What? Nancy! Nancy's losing it. At some point, she will lie down. Preferably actually lying down properly though. That's another... Oh, why are all of you like just stopped in the middle of the road? Okay, we'll leave this area to kind of recover on its own. Oh my gosh! Look at that. A green Mazda 2. Oh no, it spun out of control. Oh, it actually just starts flying if it's like not moving. We've lost it, everyone. We're getting distracted. I shouldn't do too many of this because it might... Oh! Oh no! I was gonna say, it might crash the game. But it's also quite fun. Oh, you poor things. Okay, have fun, everyone, recovering your services. Is that Azzy after getting out of a car wreck? It might be. No, I think she'll be fine. She doesn't cause wrecks. She just... It's part of the... It's the professional car stunt team that she does. She works for that. Okay, anyway, back to the peaceful side of our city where none of this happens. Oh dear. Yeah, so one day, I still am hoping that one day we will be able to witness it happen, like without us interfering. Because it's just cool that that is a feature of the game, you know? I think it adds to the dynamism as well. I actually don't know if Transport Fever, the new one, I don't know whether that's going to have this sort of accident simulation things. We don't have... Like, I'm just trying to look through and see what kind of buildings would fit in the style that we're aiming for. Oh, actually, this is okay. Because we want some tall buildings. Like a mishmash of stuff, basically. Right, then underneath, we can have... I always lose track. Here we go. 5 by 1. No, that's too big. Japanese storefront. How many tiles is this? 2? William and Bill. Penceland. Is that like the Poundland knock? Oh, it is. Okay, Penceland it is. Got Penceland. And then... The bridge is right there. Okay. How are we gonna... I just need to get the first set of buildings down and then figure out where it turns to create the sort of layout that we're aiming for. Right, once we've done that, actually the rest of it's not too tedious because it's just a case of filling in. So, okay, corner street thing, which we've done before. Oh, we could do... I'm just gonna borrow another tall one, maybe? Wait, where's the tall one? We had one. This one. Oh, I just realized that that one's actually creating demand because it's a real building. This one. Okay. We could have little tiny alleyways between some of the buildings. And then that will be surfaces, net lanes. Rundown. Oh, that's not very rundown. I need more of the kind of like weathered stuff. The weathered look stuff. Which I have now. I've been kind of diligently trying to get more of those so that we can make our city look more weathered and old and not just all fresh and new. Okay, so little pathways that you can go through. Then... Oh my gosh, the back area as well. We have to do it now, we have to do it. Because otherwise, we won't know where things go. Let's do 6 meters of this. Okay, and then this path needs to kind of just like shorten a bit. So this will be the back alley of the streets, essentially. Right? I don't know if you could hear that. My throat just did a weird thing. Oh my gosh. If that went through on the stream. I wasn't even doing, like, I wasn't breathing, I wasn't speaking, I wasn't swallowing, I wasn't eating. It just suddenly decided to make a squeaky noise. Oh my gosh, okay. So, back alley. Then, adjacent to that, we'll have more of these buildings. Oh, there's actually one that has... Oh, hang on. There is one that has... How do I... Wait. This is the problem where you don't really have areas that are exactly like this in the place that you live, is that you can't really visualize how it's supposed to look. which is my current issue. Went back to Listenica. What a relief. Okay, yeah, but I don't know what that sound was. It was really weird. Okay. She definitely... The thing is, I didn't do that sound, so I wouldn't know how to, like, redo it. Well, but if it happens again, it was meant to be, but I do not know how I would make that sound at all. Okay. So more tiles and flooring. Azzy and I. Why does Azzy need it? Maybe I should just... Okay, we are just gonna duplicate the stuff on the side. Like on this side. Repeat the same order, I think. Just so that I can start to see what's happening. And ultimately, once we start covering it with signs and stuff, I think it doesn't actually matter what building we use. Just very upsetting. I like how she's not even going along with it. She's just like, what? No, I don't do this. What nonsense are you talking about? Okay. She almost unsubscribed. I said, don't worry. That's why everyone tells me. When I was like, oh, I think 10 years is enough. Time to look for the next Dinka Rage Baiter. Oh my gosh, but look! So many people are around here! I don't know where they're going. Why are you even walking along this stretch? There's nothing available. But we've got people walking in that stretch. How lovely. Okay. I would, however, like to place some trees here. Which is interesting because I didn't think that an area like this would be able to have trees. But area in Taipei apparently did have trees. So maybe not the overly tall ones. Okay. Yep, Azzy, she's definitely projecting. Just can't let someone who's played 9 hours of Forza just be for a day. Oh, but do I like that? I feel like it blocks a lot of the view. Maybe it has to be on the sides. So, the one in Taipei was on the sides. So I think it just needs to be in an area where it doesn't block stuff. Which I don't know where this is gonna be. Okay, you know what? Go back to where you were. I think I prefer you there. Okay. General shopping street there. I'm gonna place some buildings that face the front as well. And that will be... Oh, that's disappointing. It looked a lot nicer. Do I want this area? I feel like some of it does need to look new. Okay, no, this we can get away with this one looking kind of like a mix of old and new, I think. Yeah, okay, that's good. This one's good. Then I can put shops in the middle. Could you make planter? Oh yes, we do actually have planters. Those things. As we shown in the most recent episode, this thing. So we can either have this circular one, like that, or different kind. There's like one that's a floor pattern as well. I've not actually used it. In fact, I don't know where it is. Oh, but you can place some leaves. Oh, we haven't placed any of these leaves since, like the original few episodes of Cubby Cliff. What a shame. Could I make a fountain? Oh, do we have the tools for that? I don't know that the props that I would need to make a fountain exist yet. Oh. Oh, okay, interesting. Never looked in that section. I don't think we have props yet, but we should at some point, right? It would make sense. Like, the only ones that exist right now are the pre-made ones, but they're very specific in style. See, the... Oh, okay, the plain one, I guess, is fine. Do you actually animate? No. Okay, so it just has that. Although, I guess we could... Oh my, that's new. Like how we did it for MediaCity, it could just be different teacups. Like that. Why not? Although, let's actually pivot, because that brings up a good point of I do want to make use of a lot of these sculptures that I found recently. So, we have this one, we've got this one, we've got this, and then there is a whole section that once again, now that... Ah, here we go, okay. So we've got a pyramid thing, we've got this thing, actual proper size sculptures for once, right? So I do want to feature these. So you know what? In fact, I'm just going to put that one there, because that makes sense. And then on this side, we want something as well. Haven't decided where, but it will be here, because we need to actually do up this area. So, for a start, let us choose a flooring that represents this area. Let's do... Actually, wait, I need to visualize. If I change this to a dark color, like this. Okay, then flooring-wise, maybe we can get away with a darker, like, flooring. Right, so... let's try this first. That flooring. Can I just, like, switch them out for others? I can. Okay, I prefer that flooring. I'm gonna make it a bit wider, I think. Gosh, the stuttering on this game is getting noticeable. Whereas I feel like in the past, we could get away with, like, not really bothering with it. Hi, Wooden Rose! Welcome in. Welcome to Parving 101, where we wait for the game to stutter, apparently. Oh, actually. Wait, let me finish placing this first before I proceed on my actually thought. Oh, I do not like that floor. Place it with that. Okay, I will go with that one. Let us place, you know, because it's a hip, young place where there's lots of healthy... Oh, these are cool. Lots of healthy young teenagers going into school. Where is my... I'm gonna place down... I don't actually know where it's at. Probably this one. Here we go. Oh, that one's too big. This one? And we'll place you one here. We don't actually have... Do I have a 3-dimensional sign? It would be good if we did. Ooh, McCafe. Yeah, we'll have both. There. So that's what's here. This area. It's all McDonald's. And then... Can I place down some seats outside? Now I'm hungry. My eating kind of cycle's been messed up recently. So I've not had proper dinner. I have like a pie that is going to be eaten after stream. Okay, we're gonna just place a few of these, and then a parasol, triangle, umbrella thing, wherever it is. Is that heaven? It might be, if they actually give reasonably priced nuggets. Oh, Azzy, actually, there's more planters. There's like this sort of planter. This is interesting. Yeah, we'll have these. We'll say that McDonald's did that. They added it onto their shop. Maybe. Where are the umbrellas? Or like the table? I saw one when I was testing earlier. Parasol? Ship pass this one. Okay. So this one is good. Leave it upright. Don't snap to your object. Place it hopefully in the middle. I can't quite see. Okay, and then nowadays, it's very odd because the actual color of McDonald's nowadays is green for some reason. Like a dark green. Oh, it's the wrong one. Copy, paste. So they have like a sort of dark green. And oh, and actually wait, we can place the logo on it again. So we could get away with small. How small is small? We need like even smaller than that. Oh, it works. Uh-oh. Don't crash game. We're trying. Ooh. This stream is not sponsored by the CEO of this company eating a burger in a dodgy manner, by the way. You miss the bright colors and old school backers. Yeah, there's a certain nostalgia that comes from that. That is definitely, it's definitely missing. Although I like the new, like, the design that they do. I'm pretty sure it's standard across the board, right? But they have this kind of diagram that represents the bun, the patty, the fries and stuff, and they're just like simple shapes. That's quite nice to me. Okay. So you've got an eating area. Let's get some trees. Basic trees. Not too much going on. We can actually maybe afford another 2 sets of tables and chairs. Maybe. I mean, it's a fancy, like, university. I'm sure many people want to eat McDonald's. Well, at the very least, I will. So if no one else in this town does it. If we do this enough, will they maybe sponsor, like, I don't know. Will they give me free meals? It would make a lot of difference for me, given how often I do eat at this place. It's so bad. I feel like this is just... It's remnants of when McDonald's was a more affordable option that I would just default to it. And I feel like I'm just still following that habit. But in reality, it's not that affordable nowadays. Although they still have reasonably priced options. Like, there are $5 options, and that one's fine. But I can't, unfortunately, be using that as the reason, because most of their things do not cost that nowadays. So that's the McDonald's. For start. I love this university, actually. Like, once you put the facade with it, it's quite a cool looking building. Can I squeeze in? Because that road's there, right? I'm going to... What can we do? What can we do? We will do some weird adjusting. You don't eat Macca's, it doesn't agree with you. Oh, everything in like from their menu, or are there specific things that you've tried and you're like, nope, doesn't work? Or is it like a moral stance of fast food chains need to die? Because that is fair as well. Okay, but once we've done that with the connection, we can add a... I wonder where this is gonna go. Let's see, if I place down 2 of you, 1 for each part of the McDonald's, where do people walk? Are you already going to McDonald's? Let's name it what it is. You are going... Okay, we've got our first customer. Enjoy! Lovely. Used to like a double McChicken. Double McChicken? Is that even a... Do they even have that anymore? I'm going to look at the menu. You know what? Watch me just like end up ordering something. No, I have a pie to eat. We can't be doing it, but I'm going to look. So, oh. Tailored ads. We're not having tailored ads. Thanks, McDonald's. Right, so the current special item here is a sweet paprika, what's it called? Sweet paprika chicken burger thing? Let me try and place an order and like see what the actual item is. The sweet paprika burger with chicken bacon. There's a version with egg and cheese. There's also a spicy chicken tenders currently available. What else do we have? And Mandarin orange ice cream. That's the current specials. In terms of, let's take a look at McChickens, burgers. We've got... I don't think we have a double McChicken. We don't have a double We have a McChicken with cheese. And then we have a separate, like, normal chicken burger called the Chicken McCrispy burger. Oh, it's actually just called the McCrispy, apparently. No chicken. But yeah, so that's the current menu, and it's the McChicken costs $5 for the meal. It's one of the budget options nowadays. Although it always was, I think. Like, the McChicken was always that one item that they were very much willing to offer on the cheap. Right? I'm hungry. Why did we start this conversation? Okay. Well, let's distract ourselves from the hunger with a planter box. Where were the planter boxes? We saw it earlier. This thing. No, there was another one. I always forget where these things are. Oh no! We need to find it. Here? Here, okay. 4x16. So here we go, Ezzy. We're placing planters. Oh, I wonder if we can do a sort of colorful planter combination. If I place a few, let's see if we can do it. Okay, so this one can go up. This one goes up a bit less. Blaming you and your Mecha's bulk of deliciousness. Sorry. We have to. It's a university. So in Singapore, we've got so after primary and secondary education, which is like the equivalent of 7 to 16, so your first 10 years of education basically, you can choose to go to either take A levels, which would be like 17, 18, so probably high school, or you go to tertiary education straight away and you go to a thing called like a polytechnic, which is where you learn technical skills and stuff, which I went to, right? And most of the polys, as we call it in short form, used to have McDonald's. And so I was lucky that when I was studying there, we got to eat McDonald's. I was actually there the best time because there were so many good like food options. There was a bubble tea shop, like a proper branded bubble tea shop that opened. There was a steakhouse sort of thing, like a reasonably priced steakhouse sort of thing. That was also there. And then in my final year, they all closed down. Like, there was no more McDonald's. There was no more, like, bubble tea and everything. So, I would have been... Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth my time if I was there, like, any other year. But yeah, so... McDonald's was definitely... And then there was a McDonald's right near my secondary school. I definitely might have eaten at McDonald's quite a few times in a week. Because back then, it was reasonably priced. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with these planters. Does it look terrible? With the colors and stuff? It's fine. You go through this cycle of one, sees KFC ad, really wants KFC now. Oh, KFC... See, the thing is... KFC in Singapore is not good. It's like dry, it's small pieces of chicken, it's expensive. So I feel the same when I'm here, but in Malaysia, their KFC is a lot better. I don't know what it is. Like, just they make it properly. And so every time I go to Malaysia, or like during Chinese New Year when I go and visit like the family and stuff, we have like a reunion dinner that you do the day before Chinese New Year, right? And so I will always make sure that there is KFC. And so this year, there was not enough because they're kind of, like they're trying to balance the amount of food they order nowadays, because nowadays a lot of us don't finish the food. And so they ordered like a smaller portion of everything first, and it was like, if you can't fit, if you want more, you can just like get more. And so I decided to immediately get my own portion of KFC. And then my whole family, like my mom asked me for it too, and then we all just ended up getting some, and it was so good. Do you have Popeyes in Australia? Is my other, like, that would be my next question, because Popeyes is like Louisiana style fried chicken, or whatever it's called, and it used to be really good, and now I had it last week and it's not good anymore, unfortunately. They used to have, you know, biscuits. So the one that you were confused about, right? The scone sort of thing that is not really a scone or scone. They used to have that, and they would like glaze it with honey butter, and that was so good. They would also used to give ranch dressing with their tenders, and then they stopped doing that. And then now they've changed the chicken itself so that it's not even nice. So it's gone from expensive, but I'll live with it, to I will probably never order from them again. What's gone wrong with fast food? Fast food is like the one place where you could have gotten a bit of joy in life, and now it's just all gone wrong. Like, is there a point in living anymore? I'm not sure. Haven't heard of it here. Okay, that's fair. We have takeaway on Thursdays. We have a burger shop where you live called Hello Harry's. And the burgers are to die for. Are they like the McDonald's style burgers where it's thin, or is it the thick kind? Fast food's meant to be cheap, which is why we forgave the crap, but now they've ruined it, right? And, okay, this is, like, also the context, which is that in Singapore, we've got a lot of alternative things that are reasonably priced, right? Like, we can get chicken rice, noodle dishes, all of those things for what used to be the price of McDonald's when it was cheap. But in somewhere like Australia or in places like the UK and stuff, because I remember when I was there, I cannot think of an alternative that would be a similar price to what fast food would be, that would fill you up in the same way. Like, I wouldn't count sandwiches and stuff. I'm thinking stuff like rice and meat sort of things. I don't know if there's an equivalent of that. If there is, please tell me, because I'm like curious to know. But yeah, that would be my first question mark when it comes to like what you would end up eating if there wasn't fast food. Oh, but when I was in Thailand, so do you know Pie Face? Like, it's an Australian brand, so I'm assuming you would have it. So they used to have it in Singapore. I didn't really know about it because I was still kind of in secondary school and stuff. But they kind of disappeared from Singapore. And then when I was in Thailand visiting that hippo last year, which, by the way, fun fact, we might be going again this year. Because my friend's having a wedding in Thailand, and we're happening to be in Bangkok for a few days before that. That's if things don't keep going south in the world. But yeah, so... Oh my gosh. Pie Face was so good, and honestly, if pies and sandwiches and things were the prices that they are in like UK and Australia, I would probably live off that more than the typical food there. Like, I feel like I fit that more. A pub feed. So what, like, actual, like... What, Sunday roasts and things? I would be so happy to live off that sort of thing. That hippo. Sorry. It is that hippo. Where else should we have like little... We should have little kind of green areas where people... It's a very university student sort of thing to do. They would just sit in grass. Right, uh-oh, there goes our... I don't remember which one this is. Oh no! Okay, we'll work with this one first. You can get steak. Oh my gosh, you can get steak. What is a typical price of, like, ordering a steak in Australia? Because I'm so sad that it's too expensive here to readily eat it, but I would willingly do it if it was a good price here. Oh no, wait, my textures have gone wrong. Uh-oh. Hello, is it Finn? Welcome in, let me zoom out. Okay, so this is the area that we're working in at the moment. It's called MediaCity. I am focusing on a little creative cluster that we're working on. And then that's within the larger... Oh my, the camera has changed. The larger city itself, which if you want to find out more about, I have summarized. Hopefully that command works. I can't remember if I've done it. Yes, there we go. There's a summary there. But yes, so we're focusing on this area today. So far, we've been rambling about McDonald's while doing up this City University of the Arts. I'm now trying to figure out what to do with this old repurposed building. And then there's supposed to be a future, like, squeezy shopping street here. Not even shopping street, just like a creative area, I guess. And we also tried to do a stream. So, that's fun. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, are you from Australia as well, given that you're saying Macca's? Not that I'm from Australia, but most of the people in chat are from Australia. I'm actually from Singapore. If you got like a steak, mash and veg for like 20... Okay, that's not... Yeah, it's like... Similar... Here would be maybe like 20 plus. But it would still not be at a price that I feel comfortable just like eating all the time. Yeah, but I would gladly eat more of that kind of food if it was even just a bit cheaper here. Born and raised. Oh, lovely. Which part are you from? I have been to Melbourne, and I remember that one. And when I was really young, I've been to Perth, but I don't remember that one. But apparently there's a picture of me picking either apples or peaches when we were there, which is fun. Why are you... There is a taxi driving through our pedestrian area. That's not allowed. Are you actually picking up a passenger? Who is Jessica? Are you Jessica? Oh no, there's two of them. Oh no, that's not good. It's fine. We'll leave it. Just be mindful of pedestrians. You're liable for any damages. Okay, now we can fill in this planter situation. I'm going to put some trees, although that blocks the artwork. So maybe, do we put trees? Maybe we don't put trees. Let me think about this. We're going to place one here maybe. Just one. Right now you're New South Wales. Oh, interesting. Honestly, you're from all over. So, when, like... this is just proof that I'm not from Australia. Most people live along the coasts of Australia, right? So, what would you call the central area that is like far away from anything? And do people... Is it possible to live there? Or do people just... like, choose to live at the coast out of convenience because the cities are already there? Like, if I look at the map and I see... say Alice Springs or South Australia, like well, on the map it's saying Coober Paddy? Coober Paddy? Is that how I say it? Like, I don't know anyone who's from South Australia either. Welcome back, Kaina. We're talking about fast food. What are your thoughts? It's bloody hot in Central Australia. So is it just that? And that's why there's like no cities and stuff? Wait, what were we doing? We're doing this. Oh, I've messed up my texture combinations. Because earlier we had something going, and I switched it to the wrong thing. Why use this? Okay, that will work. We'll work with this. Who wants to live in the desert? Camels, maybe? Oh, Aunt Captain's from South Australia. Okay. I did not know this. This is new information. Okay. Let me see. The Gold Coast looked quite interesting as well. When I was looking. Everyone there lives underground. How does that work? Traditional fast food here is Shawop. Oh, actually, yes, that would be good as well. I feel like you probably get the proper kind as well, like the actual kind that tastes good. That's so expensive here, like Turkish kebabs and the equivalent of that kind of like cuisine in Singapore is priced at a premium because it's like a foreign cuisine. Like, they do this, it's always just whatever is foreign to your, like, culture becomes overpriced, essentially. I think a kebab here can maybe stretch to... It is a minimum $10 sort of thing. I don't have any low walls, do I? Like, that's lowest, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, actually... I haven't done the thing. I was supposed to add a design to this. Don't remember which one I used in my test. But we'll go with... Oh. Oh, no. Which one did I use? All of these are the wrong way round, unfortunately. There's also no Meccas in Central Australia. Okay, that's a fair point. Yeah, I see the reasoning behind that. That makes a lot of sense. Which one did I use in my test? So at this point, I'm literally like rebuilding what I've already done. So we'll just do that. Cool. Look at that. Painting and design. What fun. It's too hot to live above ground, so 1,500 people live there and it's an opal mining town. Interesting. Very interesting. The fact that it's underground though. One day, I feel like everywhere will get to it. We either eat turkey shawarma or lamb and veal, and it's not too much. Around 10... Oh, actually no, then that's pretty much... Once you convert it, that's like sort of along the ballpark of what we would pay. Although for us here, it would be the baseline stuff, like it would be the small stuff like a pita and those things. Oh, actually, wait, we can put one more here. Okay, but just to summarize what we have been doing, for those of you who maybe came in a bit later, we are currently working on expanding MediaCity with a creative village. Although at the moment, it doesn't feel overly creative. Like, I don't know, we've placed down the structures. It doesn't feel... Oh, okay, that's cool. It feels quite plain still to me. But I've realized this with our... Ooh. I've realized this with our other areas. It's like you place the stuff down first, and then you go back and kind of just keep adding stuff until it looks right. So we're in that phase right now. Oh, wow. Sure, we'll have pink. Why not? Oh, actually, no. I like this color. 553028. Can I do it? Oh, wait. Actually, wait. Copy. Paste. Okay. Typical red, but it's nice. It's hot enough where Ryan and I live. Who would want to live in Central Australia? Camels! Or like, I don't know. What things like the heat? You got me some chicken and potatoes. Ooh, lovely. I have a butter chicken pie waiting for me. So it's like literally a pie. This is gonna be the world's most useless explanation. A butter chicken pie is basically a pie with butter chicken in it. Subscribe for more useful information like that. Coming soon. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Let us... Can I place like more benches and stuff? Benches. We need benches. Where is it? This thing. Let's place you. To be fair, whenever like Australia gets the heat waves and then I start seeing your temperatures go up to 40-ish, I don't know how I would not survive that sort of situation. Oh no, the grass is sticking out. Because the hottest it gets here is maybe 37, but it's humid. So that's the difference. But yeah, like, while it's constantly humid and hot here, it doesn't peak the same way it does in Australia. You had tuna and avocado sushi for... Oh, sounds interesting. I've actually never had an avocado sushi. Like, I usually stick with the usual stuff. So maybe I should try that one day. It is very humid, yes. Yeah, so like I would not be happy if I didn't have air conditioning, which I didn't have for the longest time. When I was doing, like, when I started this channel, I was at my old house. We did not have air conditioning there. And I couldn't stream. I could barely make a video because every time I did a voiceover, it would be like so hot. I couldn't have the fan on or anything. And my computer used to be a gaming laptop, a Razer laptop, if you will, that sounded like a jet plane taking off. Not like what we did last year when my computer broke. It was louder than that. It was really bad. Ooh, tall tree. You have tall trees anywhere? Where would I put some of these, I guess? Oh, but it kind of blends in. Let's see. Okay, those trees need somewhere to go, but it's not this area right now. The skate park maybe could be oriented this way because it does... Oh, it's actually a good fit. It's like a perfect fit, actually. Right, then we can have... Let's do a net lane. Flooring wise, and then we'll do... What's good for skateboarding? Does anyone here skateboard? What's like a good floor to have right outside the skateboarding area? We'll have this. And this. It's like a little path. Does this overlap well? Ooh, slightly off. There. Path outside it. We can have a... I saw it earlier. Like a gazebo-ish thing. Was it here? Oh, greenhouses would be cool. Or do we do that typical thing where people assume that if you're near a skate park, there will somehow be graffiti artists as well? Because then I could put up just walls and stuff. And like add on those textures and have it be all good. Oh wait, is it this? It's like a little hut. Not quite. Nope. Where is it? Here? It should be here, I think. Maybe just further up. Ah, these ones. But they don't look fun. These are kind of interesting. Like, I can see artsy people just sitting under this as though it was like a tent. Let's put a few. Just for fun. Why not, right? We have a rainy dust storm. Interesting. I have personally never been through something like that. The closest we get is haze, which we've been having this year. Visually, it's not been very obvious, but you can definitely smell something burning. Oh no. Thank you for the random. Who was that? Hyena. Oh, it's a random 2. Okay, that makes sense. It has. Yeah, it has not been used actually. You know the sad thing is, because I think our poor Jaden's been busy these days. Also because this isn't Dickum, so fair enough. But I set up all my new sounds for him to use in the new year, being like, oh yes, okay, he's been nagging at me for months. I will finally do it. And he's just not been in. So none of the new ones have been used. Although, if you would like to use it for yourself, feel free to. You can actually make use of it. And then one day when he comes in, he'll realize that everyone's heard the sounds already. Oh, I can hear the little subway going underneath. Like it just went by. It just went by. Oh, okay, that's a new one. Thank you. That one's Mario Kart. Mario Kart Wii in particular. Thank you for the randoms. Oh, I didn't see this candle here. Hang on. I think all these people are just like walking their dogs, doing all these things. Oh, we haven't saved in a while actually. Hang on. 25-4. Okay, I don't actually know what to do with this area, now that I look at it. Because the shopping area will be very squeezy if I go with that area. What does random mean? Oh, so we have commands that you can use using like exclamation mark and then you type the word. So here, I've set it up so that if you do exclamation mark random, every 10 minutes or so, it actually generates a random sound effect. And so, random's the one that everyone can use, and then if you've become a member for the channel, you can also use random too, which is a different thing. So one has just been used, so in about 10 minutes, you can try to use it and see what sound you get. Hello DD, good morning, welcome in. Welcome to our little creative area. I'm not going to call it a village actually, it does not look like a village. A creative thing. Where we've got a university and a McDonald's, the two most important things in life. Hope you've been well, hope you've been good. I actually need to do this area, I just realized. We need to do like a fancier design for this stretch. So this stretch that goes from the staircase, do we have anything? I always feel like with this side, there is grey brick. Oh wait, no, that won't be right. I'm going to try this crazy French-inspired looking thing and hope for the best. I hope this won't be too terrible. Oh, that's... Okay, from far away... Oh, even from near... Okay, no, that's too much, isn't it? It's an artsy area, though. Can we get away with that? I actually feel like no. It's too much. Can I... That's too little. That's too boring. That's... Okay, we'll work with this one. That's the most decent one, I guess. What time is it for everyone? It is 9:32 for me. We'll probably go on for another half an hour. In case anyone has plans for their day and stuff. Now I can finally get to eating. 12:31. Oh my gosh, it's late in Australia. 11:31 for Wooden Rose. Thank you for sticking around today, though. It's been a stream where I feel like I've just been on tangents the entire stream, but it's okay. Sometimes I feel like that's what we're here for. Because now that we have the edited episodes, that's when you want actual efficiency of like, okay, what's he building? I just want to see what he's doing. Streams are here for the rambles and the discussions about McDonald's. Is that the same tree I've been using? Yes. Okay. What if I consider some of the... Oh, okay. European trees, maybe? I really want to do more in terms of design of the flooring, but it's just too tedious to do in this game. Because you either draw a lot of those random things, or you have to like place down objects and pretend. Ooh, although, can I get away with this maybe? No, okay, these are also drawing ones. Like if I did this, can I get away with that? That looks too messy, I feel. 3:52. Oh, and what time's evening by your standards, Hyena? 9:33 AM for you. Oh my gosh, the time difference. It's always so interesting to see. Like when everyone wakes up and stuff. That is... Okay, no. I feel this concept can work, but it cannot be that messy. Like, let's try again. Because maybe we will go with that. Which one was I using? Uh-oh. We've lost track. Which one were we using? This thing? Railway ground. Okay. So some grass. Some... whatever that rock thing is. Let's see what that looks like. Around 5 to 6 would be evening for you. Okay. Good to know. There is a chance. Oh. Oh no, okay. I thought that maybe would have been an interesting one, but I don't think it'll work. This is one of those designs that I feel just does not work in City Skylines, but it works in real life. It's like when they start doing this sort of pattern on the floor. Uh-oh, that one's been messed up. Ooh, okay. Like, I want to do some kind of a stripe pattern thing. Or maybe it can go this way because the stairs is going in that way. We have larger stripes of black. Oh, actually we do. Hang on. Black colors, please. This thing. Oh, that's interesting. I think the black I was using is the best that we have, unfortunately. The rest of these things don't look right. Help you choose, you're stuck between... Ooh, okay. Let's do a... My Summer Car, I've never heard of that. City Skylines 2. Or Farming Simulator. Okay, Farming Simulator is interesting. I did recently look in Steam whether there are chaotic fishing simulators for reasons that I will not disclose. I couldn't find any. My Summer Car. Car owning, building, fixing, tuning, maintenance, and permadeath life survival simulator. Okay, why does this sound interesting? I mean, obviously, as someone who's currently streaming City Skylines 2, I would lean towards that. But this game also sounds like... I would be curious to see the game in action. So I would choose between the first two. If you're asking for my options. Why were you looking? I'm not sure, actually. No reasons why we were looking. Okay, you know what? Not for today. I will remove these things for now. I don't like them in practice. But some design will be on this long boulevard at some point. I just haven't decided what. So stay tuned when we eventually do it. And then if I could maybe just fill in. We're going to save one more time. Did I just save? I did save. Oh, 10 minutes ago. Okay, that's fine. It's a funny Finnish game where you rebuild your dad's old car. But permadeath, as in like, it's also survival? Okay. What do we do in this area? It's actually a really narrow space, now that I look at it. If I bring in the alley... So let's say the entry to this area would be here. And then we could have a bit of... Oh, I just saw the train go underneath. Parking alley. Ooh, angled parking alley. Interesting. One-sided alley? We don't have the option of that. Okay. That does not leave you with much space, unfortunately. Yeah, and I don't want this to just become like a parking lot for the area. Can we do like a one-sided alley? Or do I have to do this myself? Let's do it ourselves. I think that'll be easier than trying to make this work. Then... This is small. It's like the reverse fast food syndrome. Oh, I don't know if Shake Shack's in Australia, but I had that yesterday for dinner. And they have sort of chicken bites, which are the tiniest things. I love the idea of nugget-shaped things or like bite-shaped chicken, but then they decide to charge you almost $8-9 for like 6 tiny pieces of chicken, which does not make sense. And it's such a shame because it tastes good, but it's not worth the price at all. What do I put in this area? Okay, what goes in trendy, fancy areas? We've got shops, we've got random recreation, we've got university, we've got that building thing. We could have... Like, you know how earlier we were looking at the Starbucks and the McDonald's and the stuff? Oh, actually... Oh, what a shame, we already have a McDonald's. Why don't we have a second one, actually? Azzy's going to look, Mo. No worries, thank you so much. We'll see you soon, Azzy. Possibly flipping cars again. What's the Starbucks in here? Starbucks. This one. Okay. Why is there car stuff? Can I remove the car parking, actually? Oh, I can. Okay, that's good. That makes life easier. So... if I remove this... Oh, sorry, we're gonna have to remove your fountain as well. So let's say that... Oh, don't do that. Remove the parking. I don't want the parking. Let's say Starbucks has a... I don't know, like a headlining space in this area. Those pillars are really ugly. I hope I can change them. Then we will have... Oh, wooden flooring. Not really explored this. Let's see how this looks. Whether it's even worth my time to look at it. That looks very industrial. That one looks okay. That one also looks okay. Okay, we'll go with these dark woods. I think that looks good. It's like Sims all over again. And then that area becomes like a useless zone, like this part. Okay, I wouldn't want to do it all this kind of shops. Maybe just Starbucks has its little moment to enjoy, like to have a standalone space. But the rest of this area, I think we will still have kind of mid-rise buildings. I don't know, it would feel too low rise for what is supposed to be a city fringe zone. Because for context, our big city center is here, which has not been developed. At some point you can speak. And then it's supposed to be this part onwards that gets less like high rise. So here it's still supposed to be high rise. Or at least not like low rise. Mid rise? Insert relevant term to describe the situation. Oh, these are too big. That's too big. This is too big. Everything's too big now. That's too big. I'm using that asset somewhere else in the city. What's this? Big building. Big building. We end up just using this again. Oh no, I placed... Okay, well, my hand just decided to click on place down building, so we'll go with it. That shall be our building. Uh oh, the game's saving. But this area feels... Why would that building be there, you know? Okay, let's look at our custom options. Maybe something interesting exists. Like, what's this? This is too big. It needs to be a slender, narrow building that's not too tall. That would make sense in an area that could work here. This one's an interesting option. I'll have to like adjust the parking a bit. This one's too tall. A lot of our office towers are going to be very tall, unfortunately. What is this? Oh, I think this is one of the new ones that I saw today that I haven't even looked at. These are all going to be too tall. Too tall! Well, I'm looking forward to using these. Because they are quite nice. What is this? One north first. Okay, also too tall, unfortunately. And whatever. Oh, we've got that like Chinese style shopping street. I'll have to look for it, but it's an option. You've decided on going for option D once you saw it satisfactory. Maybe Jaden might appear. He'll just wake up from his slumber knowing that you're doing that stream. What's this? EE Shopping Center. Okay. Oh, you know what? Where's that? I'm gonna look under education. There is one building that's actually not really meant to be used this way, but this building, right? It's actually the Japanese college. Maybe I don't use like car parks here. If I put just that building down. Or I put down the building nearer to there. Let me think what our options are with this. Because that facade looks very fitting for like that modern university kind of look. But it's also such a long building that I feel it becomes very flat. Oh, what a shame. 2 times I tried to use this building in the area. And both times I ended up removing it. Oh, that's another interesting option. If shops can fit under this building, we can use this. Let me try and see what we can do here. Also apparently at different heights, which is weird. Oh my gosh, it's completely wrong angles and everything as well. Am I choosing the right buildings? I like can't move anything. Oh, okay, I see. The click point is very different from where you would think it is. So it's like there. It's all the way on the other side. I'll switch this around so that the entrance to this taller building is on the side. See, now this one looks out of place when I've ended up placing everything. Oh no. What have I done? This one? Oh no! It doesn't have a back. Oh no. I might have to just like rethink this whole area. Maybe I'm gonna jump to my leisure venues under parks and see what we can use and salvage this situation. So we've got this sort of thing, like Color Plaza. Because you see how they fit in this area, technically? So, and it does make sense. We don't have a, oh, why is it being like that? Okay, hang on. We don't have, ooh, a sports sort of situation in terms of the basketball courts and things. So if we put this here, and then that entry point becomes a problem. Building can go there, I guess. Then this area becomes a little recreational park area. And then we're left with an even weirder area here now. What narrow buildings do we have left? Actually, maybe this is where the modern architecture and urban promenade buildings can maybe save the day, because they do look like what we need. Is it this one? This one. Where are they? Save me! Wherever you are. These things. Okay. Do any of you fit? They fit. Okay, they do fit actually. One here. One here. Very random, but let's say maybe these are, I don't know, student accommodations and hotels for visiting peoples. Is it just very random to have like two buildings there that stick out and kind of block the view? Oh my gosh, all the vehicles coming in. I will work with it for now and see how we feel about it, but these two buildings might not stay after we try everything, as Shakira once said. Because I don't know, it does need some kind of density, that's for sure, in this area. But I just worry that it kind of breaks up the view a bit, which maybe doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because you're just supposed to be planning for efficiency and maximizing the use of space, not for any of this quality of life nonsense that people claim, right? That's what everyone tells you. How sad if you're in that position in, like, I don't know, in life, where you know that you can create good ideas, but then you're shot down by people above you. Here we go. Okay. So that at least protects us from the drive-through I don't know why there's a drive-thru for that. And then we'll bring this. Finn's going to bed. No worries. Thank you for dropping by. It was nice to meet you. Have a good sleep. Who cares about having a reason to live, right? Why wouldn't a Raimonora stream happen every day of the week? What's the point of living when that doesn't happen anymore? When did that ever happen? The fact that I'm saying anymore? Oh, what's this? Oh, I think this is one of those, like, it came in the DLC, those massive buildings, and then there's just like a part of it. Oh, I know how to... hang on. Okay. Because I've been looking at this giant white wall being like, oh, it's so out of place. Like, what would I do with it? Let's just cover it up with art. It's an artsy place. Let's put stuff like... okay, that's too small. Put stuff like this. Or let's get, like, a larger one. Okay. I will just, like, say... I'm pretty sure the art that I have in this game is probably artificially generated, which is not my favorite. Moving forward, when I can eventually find enough of these that aren't like these, like, I will keep the ones I already have in the game there, because we started using it. But in future, like, I've been keeping an eye out on the ones that are on the Paradox mods and stuff. A lot of them are very obviously artificially created, and I don't want that. So we'll keep a lookout for better options moving forward. Oh. Today's stream allowance. Does it read? See, why does mine not read? Yours does it. Thank you for your renewing. How is it already the renewal time? Usually it's later in the month. We'll send... what's $2 more for tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? Why is there stuff being sent tomorrow? Thank you. I need clarifications though. Yeah, see, that's so much better now that there's art on it. It belongs. Maybe what we need as well is... where is it? What we need are planters and trees. Oh! Flight announcements! We are hungry. Who was that? Wooden Rose, thank you for the random. I forgot that I had that sound. Oh dear. I genuinely do not know what else I've added to my random thing. Let's play another one. Let's play another one and see. Commands. Random. Test. No, we've heard this one before. Okay, I'll play this until we get one that we've never heard before. No. Rest in peace to this sound effect, by the way. Granny doesn't use it anymore. Okay, next one. No, we've done this one. This is new. Hooray. Doesn't play Jinkum on stream anymore, but somehow still uses the sounds. Okay, we found a new one. That's good. Yeah, maybe that's what's missing. Some trees and stuff to like fill in the space. And then just some of these, not to block the view of the skate park. You give me $2 a day to stream every day. Just 2? What if you paid for my McDonald's meals? Like, it's a meal allowance? Maybe that will be worth it. where does the terrain end? Terrain... I genuinely do not know where it ends, so we're just gonna estimate, like, approximate. Oh, I realized, like, I never even mentioned it. I was supposed to at least bring it out at some point for today. And I just got distracted by everything else when it comes to fast food and stuff. So, updates, the big update. I'm moving studios for my work and stuff, and I've actually secured a unit, which is fun. And after years of trying to find a unit that is of a certain specifications, specifically that it needs to have a window of a certain size, budget, and have a water point, I finally found a unit that has that, and we're moving in, which is fun. The problem is, the unit came onto the market a bit earlier than I was hoping for because my actual tenancy is not over yet. And so there's gonna be that whole kind of hoo-ha of, oh, you need to find someone to either replace you or you just pay out the remaining amount. So that's gonna be a fun next few weeks of hoping that someone will actually move in the time that I need them to. But yeah, I'm relieved at least that the place I'm moving to fits my needs more. You double it? Okay. That still doesn't cover the cost of a McDonald's meal nowadays though. But yeah, so the next few weeks for me is probably going to be quite busy because I need to like pack, and my current space is a mess. Need to pack, need to move it over, need to wait on knowing when to actually move, and then setting up the new space. And now that I've like had a space to work with for a while, I feel like I'm in a better position to set my space up better the second time round. Like, I have a feeling, even though my new space is a bit smaller, right? I feel like it's a lot more, it's going to be set up so much more effectively that I'm not kind of paying for space that I'm not using, which I did feel like I was doing with my current space after a while. So that's going to be fun. And then having an actual sink in my room for the first time, rather than having to walk like the entire corridor just to get my hands washed. That is going to be a revelation. And the best part actually is that my current space requires me to walk like the last stretch in the sun, and in Singapore's weather, that makes a big difference because it's like hot, humid. If I go in the afternoon, it's blaring down on you. And so that became a very uncomfortable thing to do as part of the commute. And then when it rains, it's even worse. And so with this new one, it's actually connected, not completely connected, but like it's near enough that I'm counting it as connected. It's connected to the bus stop. And so I have the option now of taking the bus instead of only being able to walk because the distance to the bus stop didn't make sense for my current space. So that's also another revelation. Thank you. Yes, I'm looking forward to settling down into new space, and if things go well, I can probably stay there in the long run. Like, moving is annoying. And there's like a lot of... It's good in the sense of there is that kind of opportunity to change, like off change, and like, you know, a refresh, a restart. Yeah, but it's not something I want to like get used to doing too much because it's having to like move and stuff is tedious, if you will. Oh, okay. This is the first time I'm actually like kind of just zooming out and looking at what we've done today. It's actually quite nice. Not as dense as I thought we were gonna end up building. Like this stretch This stretch could have had a lot more shops and stuff, I feel. Like, although I guess now it's gonna be here. Which is interesting. Maybe there'll be more things here as well. Or maybe, okay, one thing I could consider is, rather than using this color plaza, I just put a basketball court here and then have space for another building. Because this area is useless, like there's nothing happening in this area. So another building could go here and then like just a basketball court, skate park, little sitting area. Something could go here as well, technically. And then that would be the entire of this side done. We do have to... I was supposed to make a pickup drop-off point and like decorate this side. We haven't gotten to it. So that will be more stuff to do. But yeah. At least the village is... It's not a village anymore. Like, it doesn't look like a village, does it? Oh, actually, wait, this view's quite nice. When you walk from here, and then, like, you walk into what is supposed to be the village. Okay, okay. That's actually quite nice. And then you end up past the stream, going into that neighborhood. Oh my gosh, the game is being so stuttery at the moment. I'm sorry if that is a terrible viewing experience. Okay. I think it's a good start. We can work with this. Oh, and I haven't added any bus stops and stuff, so that's something else I'll have to do. But yeah, so that's the state of MediaCity at the moment. Let me save before we get back into the main things. And I think that's the state of today's stream. So, rambly, tangential, loopy, and out of focus, I think are the words we use to describe it. But if you enjoyed such loopy content, thank you for sticking around. We will... Well, I haven't finished the video, but the plan is that next Saturday there will be another episode of Montai City. We'll be working on... what will we be working on? We'll be working on this area. So I added a business park to Kirby Cliff. We'll be showing you the process of that and how it was inspired by an actual business park that opened recently in Singapore. So that will be next week. The week after that, thanks to Azzy, who's no longer here, we will be... Uh-oh, and we're dropping now. Really? Just as I'm ending. Just as I'm ending. Okay, we're fine now. It's a sign. The internet wants me to leave. Okay, so as inspired by Azzy's streaming of Forza Horizon 5, our next variety stream, 2 weeks from now, will be me streaming Forza Horizon 4. And my aim is to actually play the game properly, because I've always just played it in like little bursts and never actually progressed in the game. So we'll be taking a look at that next time we go live. So in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. Have a good rest of your weekend. Hope you stay safe and stay well. And we'll see you soon. And thank you to Rifle Modding. I always forget that.